Okay, yay! Oh. So this photo is of me in 2006 backstage at the Eugene O'Neill Theater where I played Wendla in Spring Awakening. That was my 4th Broadway show and definitely the most important show that I ever did. And I believe that this was one of our last nights in the show, and I started just trying to take photos of every moment and every little thing for me to have as memories. 1 year later, I would be moving to Los Angeles and auditioning for a show called Glee.
Hi, my name is Rachel Berry, and I'll be singing the most difficult song I've ever sung.
My background in theater was like my college experience. Nothing could have ever really prepared me for Glee and what that would have been like, really just truly having all of our lives change so quickly. But coming from my musical theater background, that was the best preparation that I could have ever asked for. It gives you an incredible sense of discipline. No one is gonna hold your hand when you have to go on stage every single night and do your job. It's up to you. It's up to you to take care of yourself so that you feel good, that you perform well, and it makes you very independent in that sense. And so all of that experience and education really helped me to have the confidence to move to LA and then handle a lot of the changes that came when we started Glee. Oh. Okay, so that photo is of me and my grandmother. Then I was probably like 1 or 2 years old in the Bronx where I was born. My grandmother passed away about a couple of years ago, and we just miss her so much. She was sort of your typical Italian grandma, and I love that photo so much. My grandmother didn't really like to take a lot of pictures, so finding a photo of the two of us is very rare, so I cherish that one a lot. Jonathan! Oh my God, look at that old phone. I think that was my Palm Pilot. I wrote lots of lists in that thing, you guys. We are in a limo in this photo on the way to my parents' house in the Hamptons with the entire cast of Spring Awakening. I would have given it all up to just have my friendship with Jonathan. He is my best friend in the entire world. He was my man of honor, the only person to stand by my side up there on my wedding day. He's just my best friend in the entire world. In life, it's important. You don't need 100 great friends. If you just have that one person, that's really what you need in your life. I'd rather have one great friend than 100 fair weather friends. Ah, look at that guy, he's so cute. That is my husband. We had the most incredible wedding that was beyond anything I could have ever imagined. It was so much fun. It was so perfect. I look at my mom and dad, and they've been together since they're 14 years old. And what I see in my parents, which is exactly what I have now in my marriage, is my father makes my mom laugh so hard, and we as a couple, we have that as well. I think it's so important that we support each other, of course, but we also make each other laugh, and I'm very, very fortunate to have an incredibly supportive, wonderful person who also designs women's clothing for a living, and that's a great perk. Oh my gosh, like so many people actually looked at that photo and said, your skin looks amazing, and like you look so refreshed. I've definitely struggled with bad skin my entire life, and it's something that is incredibly challenging when you have to put yourself in front of people, and especially in front of the camera. I think that there is this facade, especially with social media, where everyone looks great and perfect all the time, and that is certainly not the case. Whereas I was like, oh my God, like I'm having a horrible skin day. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, we see our flaws. Like we are going to look into the mirror, and the first thing that we're gonna direct our attention to are our flaws. But other people don't. We're just a lot harder on ourselves than I think that, how people see us is very different than how we see ourselves sometimes. So it's really important, that photo for me in particular, to kind of take a step back and go, I actually look really good in that photo.